What's up, Shimrock? Kill him. There you go. It does. I mean, it runs really smooth. I'm playing it on my ass right now. Pretty smooth to me. I don't know what it is about this game, Shin, man. I fell in love with it, man. I don't. It's a free-to-play game. I usually don't really rock with those type of games. But I don't know. It got me. It got me. It's the gaming loop on it, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited for the season to come out next week. The first season. This is all preseason stuff. There you go. Nope. Get away. Get away. Die, die, die. Die, 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 die. Die, die. Dude, I love my ultimate bunny. Kill the guy, yeah, there you go. My gun still has a lot of work to do. There you go. This mission I'm doing, I'm looping. I'm just doing a loop over and over again. Because I'm leveling up my Thunder Cage SMG to level 40, so I can add more mods and stuff like that to the gun. If it's running like that and that, then I'm sold. Well, not sold. It's free to play. God, my aim is horrible. What I like about the Thunder Cage, this SMG I'm using, is that it has an element to it that when you kill an enemy, it throws juicy around them. So if there's another enemy around them, it damages them. That's the Thunder Cage. I like it. And then Ultimate or Bunny, not Ultimate, but Bunny is herself, the character. She has this element of like her power move is this electricity that I have around me. It gives you AoE attack, so it just clears mobs. Pretty cool. I'm about to go down. Oh my god, these guys. There we go. And restart the mission again. Grind time. Exactly what it is. This game is all about grind. It's a free-to-play game, so the whole everything's a grind. If you want to get a character, you gotta get materials for the character and different things, fight different bosses to get the materials to to farm the materials to get the character you want, and it takes a while. Ultimate Bunny, if you grind it, I've heard that it's like 9 hours to grind her and get her all her materials you needed to research her and get her. Others are easier, a lot easier. But obviously these characters like Bunny, I would say Ajax, which is the tanky descendant that's in the game. Looks badass too. Takes a little longer to get like the ultimate version of him. But the common character, just the vanilla character, doesn't take much to get the vanilla version of him. Go down. I mean, well, I tell you the prices of like, let's say you want to get an ultimate character. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can. Let me start the mission up, and then I'll show you. This is where people get disconnected and go, "Oh no, I don't want to pay this money." But the game doesn't force you to get these things. If you're not wanting to grind, then you don't grind and you pay for the stuff. But if you go to the shop here, let me see the shop. Yeah. So you have your Descendants, which is your regular Descendants. They all have prices for $50. This is about $10, that kind of stuff. If you want, that's for material. So actually, at Descendants, no, that's for material. If you want to get a Descendants right here, it's like $10 here. I own these, but there's different ones, and like they low, stuff like that. But then when you want to go the ultimate Descendant, like the ultimate version of that Descendant, then there's these. There's two different options. You have just a Descendant with a couple of things. You get the skin, then you get a slot because you need a slot to get another Descendant. But then you have the ultimate bundle, the premium bundle, sorry, which is 5,000 coins. Now that 5,000 coins is the difference between this is 70. If you want the ultimate bundle, which gives you like stuff for your weapons and more material, important material like that you need to upgrade your weapons and your character itself, that's about $100. That's when it becomes like, whoa, why is it so much? But the thing is, you can grind that character. It takes hours to get it, but that's part of the game, the gaming loop. Once the gaming loop is tight enough for you to and fun for you to just grind it out and play with your boys or solo and enjoy the game itself. Before you know it, you get the ultimate Descendant. You feel good about it. You grind it out. Oh, put it out here. And you get it, or you have the option of being, not wanting to do the grind and say, I'll open up my wallet and give them $100. The way I level that, the way I make it make sense to me, if you are gonna spend anything for these Descendants, whether it's 70 or 100 or whatever you want to spend on it, the way I level out is I usually buy a game anyways, and let's say the game is $70. For me, example, Call of Duty. I'm always buying the biggest bundle of Call of Duty, which is $100. But then you spend, then you go in the game, then they got a store, and you buy stuff in the store. This is a free-to-play game, so I didn't pay nothing for this game, and I'm having absolute fun with it. Supporters, the developers are supporting the game really well. They're communicating really well. They're updating the game as they should. The content keeps coming. So the first season starting next week. The game has been out for a little over a month, and the first season already drops next week. They've already added one new Descendant to it, on top of the 15 they already got on there. They had one new Descendant, they're adding another one next week. All free. It's all free stuff. So I figured the best way I know how to support this developer who's making good of my time of me playing, reward them with the cosmetic or whatever I want to reward them, 20, 30, 50, or 70, 100. To me, if I spend a $7 or $100 bundle on this game, it's like I purchased the game, I feel like I've tested out the game enough and enjoyed it enough for me to go, I would buy this game. Not buy it. I do that with anything else. I do that with Game Pass. I'll play a game on Game Pass. I enjoy it. I love it. Guess what? Turn around, buy it, because now I'm supporting that developer because they allowed me to play this game and try it out and play it and have fun. And realize, wow, it's a win-win for me. So that's how I leverage purchasing something like that. Everybody's different. Everybody thinks different. I get it. Everybody doesn't think that. People thinks it's a shitty practice to go ahead and offer kind of like these bundles at a high price. But if you know how to level out that costs and make it make sense, is all I've always said, that make it make sense to you, to your financial needs, then there you go. But I always have a budget set for gaming. Gaming is my hobby. Gaming is a hobby to me, man. It's what keeps me going, man. Keeps my brain fresh. Keeps my fun factor going. So I'm gonna feed my hobby, man. Yeah, to me, you're right. They know how to set it up. To me, it's exactly that. They know how to set it up. Because I've played so many free-to-play games where it's like, this ain't it, It's like, you can tell it's very microtransacty, and you're never gonna get what they're offering in the game without having to pay for it, but they give you the illusion that you can, and that's scummy to me, And that's why I stay away a lot from these free-to-play games, mobile games, that kind of stuff, because they built these games based on transaction first, and they build out from that. This game seems like, developers of this game, they seem like they did it backwards. Well, not backwards, but the other way around, where it's like the game first, the loop on it, and now let's add the transactions, But like I said, man, to each their own. People are gonna always find the negative in things, but for me, it's a free-to-play game that I've enjoyed hours on, and I reward the developers for giving me something good. They're communicating with the community really good of this game. What I like about some of the updates they do also, like, we all are familiar with games you like that involve weaponry and cosmetics and abilities, but then you get the community complaining, or let me not say complaining, feedbacking. They feedback saying, hey, this gun is a little too overpowered, or maybe this gun's a little too underpowered, or this character, whatever it is, right? And then you get the developers come in, if there's enough feedback for that kind of opinion, developers come in, and that they either nerf or overpower the weapon that was been feedbacked about. Most of the time, it ends up being either the gun becomes weaker, and then now the crowd that's complaining or feedbacking, I keep saying complaining, no longer play it because they feel like, oh, you just took something that made the game fun away from me. What these developers been doing lately is pretty cool. Like with this gun, the Thunder Cage, the element that I was talking about, where it has electricity for when you kill an enemy, it blasts out electricity, so it just takes away, it kills other enemies around it. It was meant to scale 1.33 per kill. Like the electricity part of it was supposed to just scale up to 1.33 per kill. Like not mean like damage was supposed to stay there, but it was a bug they found that it was doing more than the 1.33 percent times the 1.33 on the damage and electricity. So they went ahead and nerfed it. But then they said in their notes, oh, but don't worry, we understand the gun is a favorite gun of you guys, and we don't want to make it where it's unplayable. So what they ended up doing is they nerfed the 1.33 because it wasn't doing what it was supposed to, because it was going a little too high, and they upped it to 2%. Meaning, okay, I know we took away the 1.33, it was scary, you guys are having fun with it, but we didn't take the complete fun away from it. You still can have fun with the gun if you love it, keep playing with it. And they made it 2 times, like they based it there, and it's right there. So they compromised with the community. Is one thing I like about this, because there's a lot of games in this space right here, like Destiny and Warframes, where developers go in there and they'll just change things up and don't care. They just change it up and they'll nerf the gun and make it develop. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna put that gun. And unfortunately, we are creatures of habit, that when we are playing with a certain gun that we're enjoying, we don't want to move from it. I'm that person. I don't move away from things that work for me. And then you take that fun away from me. It's like, why would I want to keep playing if this is what your future updates look like? Am I gonna find another gun or weapon or character that I'm gonna have fun with, and then you're gonna do that to shit, and now I gotta find another character? So that can become daunting, as a gamer for me. That's my opinion. Like, I don't mind you updating your game; it is your game. But if you see that a portion of the community is having fun with that weapon, find a balance, which is what it's called, a balance in the update. But sometimes they don't do that; they just take the fun out completely. I would say this about this game: the drop rate for things are very, very low on the important stuff that you need, and that can get pretty annoying if you don't know what you're doing in the game. You don't know how to farm right. That can get annoying, because then you're there stuck, just grinding the same old loop for, say, a certain weapon material. You need to upgrade your weapon. It's like you're there for hours upon hours. I would say that part of this game can get annoying. Oh, and she also has that when you double jump. I'll show you here. When you double jump the floor, she throws down electricity. But you gotta double jump, because if you single jump, nothing happens. Double jump, she throws out electricity. So that's also works with you or for you. So like if I'm jumping into a horde of enemies, like I just throw this electricity up, I start running fast, and I'll jump in the actual pile. That helps, and it amplifies the damage. See, now they all just. Yeah, with the right team, this mission here, you can run it so fast. In seconds, you'll finish the mission and run it again. And I can take a new character. It goes up to level 40 for characters. I can take a new character and level up like in 30 minutes to an hour, just all the way to 40. With this mission alone, if you get the right team, the right teammates. Heyo. Run, Barry, run. Look at that loot on the map. We might have a show tomorrow, Shin. We might have a show. If we do have a show, what would you want us to talk about? I mean, we have a lot to cover. We haven't been on since January, so if and when we have a show tomorrow, there's a lot we can cover. So we could be there forever, but we're not trying to be there forever. So let loose. That's the plan. That's the plan. Let loose. Wait, why is my tamer leveling up? What the hell? Did I prestige it? Yes, I did. I don't know. Weird. Yo, let me read this. I just need to hear some adults talk. A big kid more like it. But yeah, I had to get off Twitter. I took a break from Twitter recently, like 2, maybe 3 weeks. It's gotten to the point, man, where how do I say this, man? And I don't want to say in an offensive way, and I don't want to sound like a broken record because you know me on Twitter. I've always been that guy that gets just annoyed with the type of stuff. Damn, they went through it quick. Alright, since y'all doing all that, I'm gonna just stay right over here. Just keep pressing the button for you guys. There you go. Yeah, here you go, guys. Since you guys are running that gauntlet right there for me. Twitter, social media in general, but Twitter because that's what I mainly use for my, for my connection with the gaming community. In the last few years, have gotten to the point where absolutely the worst takes, the worst opinionated people, and this is my opinion, has taken over and hijacked conversations that are happening within not just the gaming community, but like anything that I go into, whether it be wrestling, whether it be cars, whether it be sports, whatever I'm into, and I'm trying to find a community to have those conversations with. It just seems like there are disingenuous people out there who have nothing to do with that genre or that hobby to want to have the conversation, the discourse of let's talk about the games or let's talk about the wrestling, sports, whatever have you, and enjoy that conversation. There's going to be disagreements, sure, just like any conversation in real life. But I just feel like there's too many disingenuous takes and people that are just creating accounts to just get paid off of conversations. To them is easy money, and it's very easy to trigger people online when it comes to social media, especially when we live in a world now where everything's fast, very, very fast, and nobody reads beyond the headlines and nobody's asking for context anymore. It's just straight, I like this person, his or her view align with mine, and I gotta believe them. And they don't dive into it deeper, and then they add their own commentary to it, which is almost the same, similar, but it doesn't seem like they don't have, like, they don't want to they don't add nothing to the conversation. Everything should have layers. When you have that conversation, anything you're doing should have layers. And when you have so many people joining in on a conversation, not adding layers to it for the sake of just mad to be mad, it becomes a problem for me, because it doesn't matter if I have it on the following filter that I joined in. Nope, I didn't join it. It doesn't matter if I have it on the following filter where I just have it on the following side of things of people I follow, and I just see their tweets, or I have it on the one that's open where you see everything and it suggests different things. It doesn't matter which side I'm on, because I know somebody suggested. I think it was you who suggested that. Somebody suggested me to go on the following side, and I went on that side, and I noticed that even the people I'm following, and this is on me, I've got to filter it more. But I've even noticed that the people I'm following are just as bad. It's just they're finding conversations they're not part of and putting it out on the timeline. Conversations that you could just go right by. It doesn't bother you, but you still find it a way to, add your opinion, which is, let's say, for example, IGN. Oh, I hate IGN, and it's the same account hating IGN, but they're still following them, and they're still retweeting their stuff. And it's like, if you hate something so much, why are you even there? That's how I feel about things. If you hate something so much, why are you even there? It's as simple as stroll on by. But we got to be honest with ourselves. And I said this earlier, creatures of habits. We got to be honest with ourselves. I don't know why that. But we like drama. It's just simple. We just like drama. We like, I guess some people's lives are so boring and stale, or maybe they having so much in their life that their way of getting away is including themselves in more drama that have nothing to do with them, and it just becomes one of these things where it's like it gets redundant, it gets annoying, where everybody's just yelling at the void about how something's bad. I think I watched there's a video that I don't know if you know Nate Shot. He used to play for Optic, but he owns one company, 100 Thieves. He was streaming today, and he came out with something that chimed in on me really good. And he's talked about the same thing, man. He's talking about how he doesn't understand how everything right now in the gaming world, any game that comes out, has no shot, because it's straight to the criticism, it's straight to the reviews, it's straight to why the game is bad, I don't like it, you shouldn't play it either, don't support them. And it goes even beyond that when they get really personal and they start attacking devs, they start attacking studios. You know, these are human beings they're attacking, because in their world they don't understand that what they're dealing with a human being, because it's a screen on their face, a phone, a computer, so they're attacking at that point. And he goes on to mention, you know, and I'm loosely translating this, but he goes on to mention that at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't like a game, then don't like it. Keep it moving. If you like the game, you like it. Keep playing it. Support it how you want to support it. But he felt like a lot of these games that are coming out, we're asking for new games, we're asking for fresh IP, but when something fresh comes out, we kill it. We kill it fast. And all because of the sense of, I want to belong to something, whether it be a console, whether it be a PC, whether it be anything. I just want to belong to something, and it's my team versus yours, and that's that tribalism, you know, that mentality where it's like, you know, my team has to win, yours has to lose, and that's cool because there's, you know, this competition, this spirit, and all that kind of stuff, and console warring and that kind of thing has been around for ages. But I just feel like it's taken it to a new level where we are dealing with people that are having legit mental issues. Like, it's mental illnesses in these conversations, and people are, you can't see that. You can't, because to you it's like, oh, we're just having a conversation with another person, but that person may be going through some stuff in their world, and you're thinking you're talking to somebody just to talk to somebody, but they're taking it to another level, and then they threaten the devs, the families of the devs, and the friends of the family, and that kind of stuff, and that's when it gets really wicked. And I've been seeing that way too much on Twitter. So it's like I've been disconnecting from it a lot. And as far as content for my channel, disconnecting from that as well, because it's, you know, as far as my personal stuff, where I'm now living in New York, but it's like, why I'm putting out content that's related to gaming, but nobody's interested in it anymore. Not that I care if my channel blows up or not, but at a certain point, it's like, what is the point? Like, if we're asking, oh, I want video game conversations and I want to see more about this and that, and then there are genuine channels that they're doing that, they're not getting the love and the attention. But the ones that are ranting and raving and always putting the weirdest takes on social media and on their YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, or Kick, they're the ones getting the attention. And I know you've seen that take a million times for both, a bunch of us, but it gets to the point where it's tiring, man. It just gets tiring. Like, what's the point of just, I'm trying to share information of a game I like, or a game that might be coming out, or information that a game is dropping soon, whether it be PlayStation, whether it be Xbox, PC, but because it gets hijacked, and I'll tie it back to that. It gets hijacked by a lot of people that are bots, literally bots in the community, and we don't know that. You think you're talking to a human being, and you're not. You're talking to a bot, and it hijacks conversations to get to the point where it triggers people. It's drama. It's negativity. It sucks, man. Appreciate you like the music, man. But yeah, man. Long-winded. Sorry about that, but that's how I feel about the whole Twitter thing right now, man. It's just not engaging to me anymore. It's not fun. I've come on there a couple of times this week and posted stuff about, you know, First Descendant and that kind of stuff, but even that nobody cares. Nobody really wants to play video games in that community. They just want to talk the drama side of things. I mean, what's in the conversation today? A rumor of a Xbox title going to PlayStation. A rumor now. This is probably some dude that just made that shit up in some corner of the house and just made it up and put it on Twitter, and probably has a blue check. And because they have a blue check, Twitter pushes that engagement out. Somebody saw it. They got triggered with their emotions and their feelings. Oh, why is Xbox doing this? Oh, and then another person picks up, and the guy who don't care nothing about Xbox now is tuning in and saying, oh, the brand is dead, the console's dead, and then that gets picked up and the drama continues, and it repeats itself every single, like, I feel like it's every month or every couple of months, the same narrative repeats itself over and over again. All for what? What's the gain? What are you gaining out of that? A couple of dollars in your bank account because you have a blue check next to your name? You know? That's the drama now. What's the other drama? The Call of Duty drama where, I don't know, I guess there was modders that's been working on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So the story there, the context, which I always like context. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered dropped a few years back. Activision dropped it, but they didn't put the online portion of it, just the campaign. The online portion never came out, but it's in the files. So these group of modders got together and decided that they were gonna get those files and start modding it so that it's playable to all of us for free. It took them a year to build that up. They built it up and they announced they were gonna drop it. But in order for you to play the modded version, the online version that was modded, you would have to own the regular MW2 Remastered campaign game, which you can buy on Steam. By the way, it's a PC thing. However, after so many people ended up buying this copy to play the modded version, the free part, Activision decided a day before to cease and desist, saying no, don't do that. This is where I mean context and point, and things are not mutually exclusive. You can have an opinion on one thing and feel one thing is wrong and another thing is wrong, and so on and so forth. However, to so many people, they try to paint it black and white. Do I think it's wrong what Activision did to these modders after a year? Absolutely, it's wrong, because they waited a day before to cease and desist it after a year of work on it. It's not like it was a secret project. They've been vocal about it and very open about it on social media, saying we're doing this. Oh, the day is finally here. That part, very scummy. They waited a day before, because obviously you're getting all your money for a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered game that people are buying up because they want to play the modded version. That's how you can play it. Thankfully, Steam was able to refund them as long as they were within the guidelines. I believe it's 2 hours. You can try the game out. If you don't like it, you get refunded back for it. I guess these guys left. But in this situation, I think they went beyond the 2 hours, and because of how unique the situation was, and still refunded people that asked for it even after 2 hours. That's the scummy part. But on the flip corner of that, you also got to understand, this is a property that's owned by them. They have final say so, man. That is their property. That's it. What they say goes. It's like anything else. If you have, and I'll be as as relatable as possible. I have a Snapple in the refrigerator. It's my Snapple. It's an iced tea, actually peach. Yeah, it's peach in my refrigerator, and I put it in there this morning before I went to work. So when I got home, I got me a nice cold peach Snapple, iced tea Snapple in my refrigerator. I get home, somebody else took it. Right? Imagine that. I'm gonna get mad because it wasn't yours in the first place. I ended up buying it. It's mine. I own it. Why would you even try to attempt to do anything with it? Why would you drink it? I mean, that's a simple. I'm trying to make it very simplistic. I'm sure there's layers to this stuff, but it's pretty much that. Like, you are mad because the owner of said content said, "Don't use my content." They're a business. So what? You were planning to bring this out? Probably gonna get popular with the streaming crowd, because Modern Warfare 2 is a popular streaming game. Was a popular, good streaming game. And you now release this mod for free for everybody, and then Black Ops 6 comes out. Nobody's really interested no more. They go back to this modded thing. The new Call of Duty next year comes out. Nobody's interested. And there's a pattern there. Now Activision is losing money. They're a business. Remember this. They're not gonna allow anybody to mess with that business, just like you wouldn't if you had your own business. So if you're mad about why they did it the day before, perfect. Be mad about that they took your money, but it felt like it just feels like they took your money and they did the day before just take your money. Fine, be mad about that. That's scummy. But don't sit there and tell people don't support Activision because they did this kind of practice, and then when they give you a different opinion, you now go to the homophobic memes and calling people out names and getting personally attacking them because their view is different from yours. You're not allowing a different opinion there. So there's the nuanced portion of it that doesn't get allowed to be put in these conversations. It's them if you do, them if you don't. Where if a certain person feels that way and you come up with a different angle to it, it's like no, you're a corporate shill because you are supporting what they're doing. I'm not supporting anything. I'm enjoying my video games, and I'm enjoying my video games as I should as a video game consumer, and my wallet is my voting power. how I choose to support something, that's on me. I can tell you that what they did was scummy, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not their property that they decided to say, nah, you can't do nothing with. It's still their property. Put yourself in their shoes. You open up a business. You're not gonna let nobody mess with your stuff. You worked too damn hard for that thing to be what it is. For then to somebody else come along and do what they want to do. You know. But yeah, that's the other drama that's on Twitter. There's so many drama. So much drama on Twitter.
Enemy target identified. It doesn't seem to be a commander level unit. Take them
Die, die, die. I died. But yeah, man. I guess you were right. This was therapy, or is therapy. God damn.
Descendant, this is number 17. SMO may be being held inside this facility. I'm going. I won't resolve. Only attention of the orders forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer.
You think it's for? Oh, I just read it. You think it's Forza? That's going to PlayStation.
Highly likely that a bogus commander will be here. See one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified. It doesn't seem to be a commander zone. Take them out of it.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm dead. Now, I saw this playlist and it said it's like copyright free. I doubt it. Now that I'm listening to the music, I'm like, nah, I doubt it. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Na, 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 every day.
Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Here's the thing. I don't know what game. If it is true, again, it's a rumor made by somebody in the basement, so I don't know where this is coming from. I really don't.
Number 17.
But if this is true and anything is going to PlayStation, this is where I really separate myself from this console warring and personality, console personality trash that people do. I don't care. I don't care. I can still play it on my Xbox. I don't care. People get into this whole, but Xbox is not selling enough. They need to sell stuff. Why do you care what they sell and don't sell? Gaming is going to be here for a very long time, whether you do it on whatever piece of console that comes out or is currently available. Just play it. At the end of the day, if you really want to play games, you play your games where you see fit. I can't get in. I can't get behind this whole the financial side of things, unless you own stock, and I don't mean like $2 Cash App stock on Microsoft. I'm talking about like if you have stock in this company, I get it. Like then there's your gripe, but it's not. You don't. Mostly people don't own shit on this company, but they worried about how much they're making and financially and what's sold. And, you know, why do you worry about stuff like that? This is what I mean about disingenuous. Why do you care what a company sells? They're a company. At the end of the day, they're scummy. All they want is your money. That's it. So the relationship there should be, give me content, let me play it, I move on. That's it. If I don't like it, I keep going. Now, if you really hated something because you feel like, and I'll take an example, like Tim Dog. Everybody knows Tim Dog. Xbox guy now turned PlayStation guy. He made it his personality so much that when all these news started coming out, and obviously his ears close to the console warring side of things, that he felt like he had to abandon ship for whatever reason. What are you abandoning? It's a video game. It's a video game company. Okay, so now you're playing PlayStation. Go play PlayStation. Like, who cares? Like, this thing about I have to voice everything to everybody so everybody can know how I feel. Jesus Christ, like, you're not important, man. Like, nobody here is. Like, I hate to say it that way, but we're not, like, at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit about your opinion other than the drama of it. That's it. Basically it. To feel the need to have to explain why you did moves and all that stuff is like, relax, buddy. You're not that important. It's not that serious. It isn't. It's video games, man. And a lot of people don't understand the difference between preference of a certain system and making it your personality. That's crazy. Like, it's a scary thing that there's many people out there that make it their personality, and that's scary to me, man. Let me abandon this mission. I think I'm done here now. I'm gonna go back to home base. I'll be on. There you go. But it's like, people making this shit their personality. It's the same people, like, with the same takes and the same boring ass opinions for the last how many years this console's been out? This new generation's been out, or this current generation, not new. It's been around for a while, for what, 3-4 years now, and it's like, it's the same opinions, same broken opinions you guys have, and of this, my brand is falling apart, or my brand is better, or this has no games and that has no games, and that, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, play your damn games. Oh, here's another game missing my Xbox. Listen, if you feel like you can't play that game and there's an invisible wall stopping you from playing a certain game that's not on your preferred console, it's as easy as pulling out your wallet, paying for the console, and getting that. And I say easy, obviously, if you're financially able to do this. I'm not saying easy in the fact that, oh, everybody has this disposable income. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if this is your hobby, and this is what you want to do is play video games, find a way to get to that side of things and buy stuff. What's stopping you from playing? What's that game coming out? Wukong. It's coming out on PC for Steam and PlayStation 5. It won't be on Xbox until later on, but it's gonna be on Xbox in the future. Regardless of why it's not on Xbox, doesn't matter. But it's playable starting next week on these platforms. What's stopping you from playing these platforms? What invisible wall have you created in your mind that you can't do this? And a lot of what I mean about console personality is that people feel they tie that with social media, let's say Twitter, and they feel like, I've been preaching too long that I like a certain console, that if I played on that console, I'm a hypocrite now. Newsflash, nobody knows who the fuck you are. Period. That's it. You played on PlayStation Play, you didn't abandon nothing, you didn't cheat on anybody. It's a plastic hardware that you wanted to play a video game on. That's it. It's really that simple. It's that simple, you know? But man, again, man, people make this shit their personality and their stuff, and it's like, oh man, why? But you know, that's social media for you, man. People make it seem real personal, and it's really not. Like, I can sit there and tweet all day long, you know, fuck Xbox, and I'm still gonna be playing my Xbox. Fuck PlayStation, I'm still gonna play PlayStation. You know, fuck PC, I'm still gonna play my PCs. You can tell me that all day long, and it doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, I've said this before, my console doesn't disappear, you know, miraculously because somebody said Xbox is dead. How long have we been hearing this now? Xbox is dead for how long? And not realizing that in the electronic tech world, the hardware of anything, whether it be a laptop or a console, like the hardware stuff of things is becoming more and more irrelevant because software is king in this world. It's king. Software is king. How can we get this software to people? Streaming. Cloud. That's it. How can we get this in the most houses available? Whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, Netflix, or whatever it is, it's streaming. What Microsoft is doing is positioning themselves in a way where they're seeing the forecast, they're seeing projections. This is beyond what is happening, but they're seeing this forecast of what the future looks like for any hardware. That they're setting themselves up and putting themselves in a position that if it was to happen, where hardware is no longer the thing, you can still play your Xbox games on set devices. You know, whether it be a TV, whether it be on a PlayStation, whether it be on a Nintendo, on your tablet, on your phone. That's just the future, man. Like, and whether you come along getting dragged, kicking, screaming, or you come along willingly saying, I understand. That's the future. That's just it. And you gotta, when you come into grips with that, you can understand really quick. Oh, I get it. Has nothing to do with one hates the other. This shit we do on Twitter where we fight each other over console branding, they don't give a shit about that. They care about your money. Simple. That's simple. And then they do, you know, they'll engage a little bit with the console community and make it seem like, you know, we understand, we hear you, but they don't care about your petty fights on social media. None of them do. It's a corporation, man. They want your money. That's what they want. Come to grips with that, man. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, send if you have a favorite franchise, mine being Call of Duty. You know, it's been my favorite franchise for years now, since the first one that came out on 360. It's years ago, about 15 years ago. I met friends through it. Still have some friends from it. I call them my brothers now. I consider them my family. Whether it be the gaming side of it or not, but they're still family. I met Logic that way. Money is my other brother, where I've met him through the Call of Duty game, and he literally works with me now here in the Bronx. So it's one of those things where, yeah, if my favorite franchise is starting to look like it's, you know, crashing, going down, I'm gonna voice my opinion in a constructive way, but to that developer, to them, not like in an open forum where everybody can tune in with their shitty ass opinions and don't even care about the context of it. Because again, I just mentioned to you 15 years and what that franchise has brought to my life, but that goes to lost on Twitter. Nobody cares about that. Nobody knows about that. All they see is my opinion, and now they're gonna attack me with, well, they should die anyways. Fuck that game. That game should go to hell. Activision this and blah blah. And all nuances get lost in that conversation because you feel a certain type of way about a game that doesn't hurt you personally. It's like that meme that people keep saying, show me where they hurt you at. It's like, it's a video game, man. At the end of the day, it sucks if my favorite game goes away or crashes and burns. But I know me. I've been doing this for too many years to know that I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh man, there goes my franchise. I'll just move on to something else. I'm a gamer, man. At the end of the day, I'm a gamer. I'm gonna play my First Descendant. I'm gonna play my Call of Duty. Heck, I've been enjoying. Let me see. Loved. Oh, man, I didn't think I was gonna like this game, and I'm loving the shit out of it. Kinutigami. I don't know if you heard it. It's on Game Pass. Kinutigami. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy that game, man. And I started playing it at the suggestion of one of my buddies, Draven. You know, he mentioned it to me before it came out and kept talking about it. Thanks to him, you know, I was like, he kept it on my radar, and I said, let me download it. It finally came out. Let me download it. Enjoying the shit out that game. It's not even a game I would ever play, but this is because I allowed myself to be a gamer, not just. I do have my favorite franchise, my go-to franchise to go to, Call of Duty. Now First Descendant is in my loop, but it's always gonna be Call of Duty. To the point where I'm like, you know, I'm feeling something else today, and I popped in Kinutugami and I'm playing it. Heck, Mafia Definitive Edition. I owned it on Xbox, played it, finished it. It's on Game Pass now. It's on Game Pass PC. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna play it on PC because I want to enjoy it again. You know, it's a good game. There's your retro. There's your, you know, go back to the. I mean, it is a retro, right? Mafia. But go back and play that, you know? But I've been gaming too long on these consoles to listen to this crowd that goes, oh, stuff is dead, or hate this game because they did this to us, or whatever the case may be, you know? It is what it is, man. And if you pay attention, Shin, close enough to these people with their opinions, just pay attention and follow them from afar and see their opinions and how it changes, and their foundation on their opinions is as strong as toilet tissue. Just watch what they tweet today, whatever opinion they have, and then check on them a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, a couple of years from now. They're all over the place, man. They don't have a foundation to their opinion. They don't have a belief. It's just whatever is hot, whatever is triggers, whatever is going to get me, especially if they have a blue check. It's whatever it's going to get the engagement, you know, for me to get this money. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. My message has been, I would hope, my message has been the same message from day one. I would hope that's been the message. And if I also put the trust in the people around me that I surrounded myself with, that will let me know, but you said this a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, a couple of years ago, now you're this, to check me and allow me to go, shit, you're right, but here's why it changed. My circle, my gaming circle that I've been gaming for 15 plus years are good about that. They check me on dumb shit like that. You know, they're not yes men, they're not gonna root me on and say, yeah. They'll check me on shit. Like, yo, Kills, you said this a year ago, what changed? They check me. And it's just that simple. That's what keeps me honest, grounded, and keeps me going. But I hope, you've known me for a while, that my message has been the same message from day one, and I'm not fake, you know? God damn, I did a whole pot on my own, Shin. But, alright, Logic, we don't need you, man. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna do tomorrow's pod. I'll play. Yeah, man. It gets tiring, Shin. It gets tiring, man. When all I want to do is and it's hard because I'll come home and I'll play a game and I'll get a moment in the game and go, oh man, that's badass what I just did there. I clip it, share it online, and nobody gives a shit about it. But then the same people that are yelling and topping, you know, screaming to the top of their lungs, man, nobody's talking video games no more. It's this and drama, this and drama, this and that. You're not sharing your videos of your gameplay clips. You're not resharing somebody else you follow's gameplay clips. You're not engaging in that conversation. Yet I see you tomorrow engaging, or maybe not even tomorrow. 5 minutes later, after you complain about it, you're the one sharing the bad articles from IGN, the reviews that I can give two shits about, Metacritics, because apparently that's a thing in this gaming community where if the game is scored a certain way, they're bad because they don't see it my way. It's an opinion, man. Move the fuck on. If you're basing your purchase on somebody else's opinion, that's a you problem. That literally is a you problem. If you're basing your purchase on somebody else's opinion, that's a you problem, man. It really is, because you don't trust your gaming experience enough to know that that game is for me or it's not for me. Just do the following, man. Instead of going to a game review where you know this shit is riddled with bullshit, watch somebody streaming it. And not a popular person. Watch somebody that's not popular streaming it. Somebody who nobody gives a shit about, nobody knows, with like 2 subscribers. Right? And watch them play the game. That's a genuine reaction to the game that you're looking to get, that's how you're gonna get the most genuine, authentic reaction and criticism from that type of person, because they're not tapped into the high council drama that's in that space and say shit just to say shit because they read just like us on Twitter, and because they got 10,000 people following them, they're enabled by their community to say certain shit, whether they like it or not, and they can't move away from that opinion. If their community, their chat is hating on something and you go against your chat, you lose subscribers. I can't do that. I gotta stick to this, and because that's what my subscribers want to hear, no matter what your opinion is. Go to somebody that has not that many followings, watch them play a game, and see what their reaction is. That should tell you yes or no to you, because now you're watching the game yourself and they're playing it, and now you're going, well, this dude doesn't have a magazine cover to, he's not a writer, he's not a critic, he's just playing the game. He didn't get sent a free copy. He's not part of like any stupid community that's always bitching and whining. Yeah. So that's what I do. I always find some channel that's random, go in there, check them out, see what they're playing. If they're playing the game I'm interested in, I watch, and I go from there. But I've never been about reviews. I've stopped listening to reviews a long time ago because it just became bullshit. Triggering topics that just, whatever. Xbox is easy target, so they hit Xbox that easy, and you got that crowd going there going, shit, whatever. And we all know that now in today's age of social media, PR, negative PR is best PR. It just gets spun. That's it. But that's my suggestion, man. My suggestion is, if you are interested in the game, don't go to review, don't go to Twitter and look at what people are talking about it. Just go to somebody on YouTube or Twitch that has no pull anywhere. They don't get free copies, nothing. They just playing the game. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm playing Descendant. I'm not sponsored by nobody. That's bullshit. I'm sponsored by my peoples in the PC world, but I'll talk about that more tomorrow. But I'm not sponsored by anybody in that sense. I'm not selling you something. This didn't come to me free. There's no developer in my ear. I don't have an allegiance to anybody there. So it's just me playing Descendant. You like it, you like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. We talk about it in our chat and we move on. See what you wrote here. I see Logic always has my back, but not in the way of anything I say he's gonna prove it. That's what I love about that's what I love about him, man. He's my brother. I love him for that. And I literally hit him up the other day and I say, hey man, I want to do a show again, man. I miss our conversations because I know I can have a conversation with him. And he keeps shit very fucking real. I don't have to worry about him blowing smoke up my ass or coddling my ego. None of that shit. He tells me straight up, man, hey man, this is it. And I love the man for that, man. I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable saying that shit, man. On stream. So he's always got my back, and I always got his, man. That's how we do things, man. And we keep our shit. We don't voice our shit outside. That's another thing people do. They feel like they have to voice everything outside to the world. Like, this is what I'm going through, and I'm going through this, and I'm having depression, and like, you don't have to voice things to strangers. Find people in your life if you're fortunate enough to actually have those conversations with. You know what I mean? Like, find people in your life that you trust enough to have those conversations with about your favorite hobbies and, hell, I don't know, what's your favorite food or whatever it is. Just have people in your life to have those conversations with. And that's it. Like, you don't have to voice your fucking exit or your strategy or your entry or whatever it is on social media every time. You just don't. And people just feel like it's a diary. And it's like, no, you're talking to strangers on this. You're literally grabbing a mic in the middle of Times Square and you're talking on it about your problems. Most is going to look at you and go, look at this weirdo, and keep it moving. Nobody cares. And the moment you get an opinion about nobody cares, you get all butthurt. Yes, because they don't. It's not their problem. Everybody has their own problems. But here you are voicing your problems like it's okay. Find a space, man. Find people in your life. Simple. And if you don't, Find them, man. Like, yeah, it's everybody has somebody in their life that they can listen to, and don't put all your eggs in one basket as far as people in your space. Certain people are meant to be in your life for a reason. Simple as that. This person I can talk video games to, that person I can talk personal life to, this one my financial issues, or that one my whatever you don't want to talk about. Like that kind of stuff happens, and not one person should be the end all be all. And if you found that person, let me know, because that's great. But the one person cannot be the everybody of it, because they have their own problems too. They have their own issues, and your issues may not be relatable to theirs. You know, they can go ahead and screw themselves. I get a genuine vibe from y'all. Yeah, nothing fake about what we do, man. And like I said, you're more than welcome to check me on shit you've heard me say before, and all of a sudden I flip the script. Call me on it, man. Check me on it, because then that's when I go, you know what? Let me think about that. You're right. Or no, I changed my point of view because, and I'll explain myself. That's it. Yeah, no, this is definitely gonna get copyrighted. Holy shit. Is it still playing cop? Hold on. I feel like I fucked up here. Yes, stream safe music. No copyright music. Nah, this is gonna get strucken, bro. Oh man, hey shit, man. I appreciate you coming by, though. I really do. Shit like this is why I do it, man. I can get one person in my chat, or no person in my chat. I'm gonna still have these conversations. But I also want to make it to that anybody watching, because I see that people join in. I don't see who joins in. I just see people join in on the stream, but they don't talk. And I'm hoping to make this as comfortable for anybody who comes in to have a conversation. Doesn't matter. I'm not here to judge. I am nobody. I'm just Sensei playing on a YouTube channel, a video game that you may or may not like. But just hoping that people feel comfortable enough to say what's up in the chat and have a conversation, talk about anything. It is a, I hate the cliche, or I hate this, but it is a safe space. I'm not gonna judge nobody here. Now, unless you come at me stupid, unless you come at me crooked, then the Bronx comes out. Yo, Shin, you've been in the Bronx for a minute. I mean, I left for a while and then came back. They didn't always stink like this, man. This thing's bad. Like, this thing's really bad. I think it got worse. Jesus. Boogie down. I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like it got worse though, man. I know it's always stunk, but I just feel like it got worse. Like, it's got really bad. Man, all these can go to hell. See. I need to fix this where I could just designate all of them. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it won't. Where I could just click one button and it all goes away. Oh, I guess it won't do gold. That makes sense because there's a value to it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can go away too. Oh wait, they added this little symbol to it. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Supernova. Yeah, let me change it up. Supernova. Supernova. This one gives me chill resistance. This one gives me max MP. Yeah, let's go with that. My supernova. There you go, supernova. The air quality has changed. Yeah, it has, man. It has. Unfortunately, it has, man. It's another thing I need them to improve on. Can I just... Yeah, okay, I grab them all. Yes? Sister brought me a donut. Love you. Ugh. Thank you. I'll be on in a minute. I'm almost done. That's love. That's love. Sister brought me donuts. I mentioned I'm on a diet. Anyways, I have family here visiting, so I'm being rude by not being around. So I'm gonna let you guys go, or you, Shin, because I appreciate you coming in. Stay tuned tomorrow. If we are gonna have one, it's probably gonna be around 3 or 4 o'clock like usual. But I'll tweet that out for those who, stay in tune to my Twitter. Those who still care about my stuff, but I'll tweet it out so you can see that. And if you already have the bell on, you're probably gonna get it anyways. Get the notification. But I'm gonna go now so I can be with company. Other than that, man, have a great Saturday. What time is it? It is 1:42. Have a great Saturday. The rest of the day is still there. Hopefully, this message receives you well, man. But thank you guys for coming by. Thank anybody for coming by. Whoever watches this afterwards, I appreciate you guys too. But other than that, man, you guys have a good one. And as I always say, man, happy fucking gaming. Oh, hit the like and subscribe if you like it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one.